Yo, what's up, homies? Welcome back to another episode of Lake Nite Talks, where we talk about broad topics and get down to the nitty and the gritty of it. Today's topic is cultural curses. Cultural curses. So, this one might ruffle some feathers, but it's all right. It's all right. Y'all gonna be all right. But that like basically as black people, we're fucked up as a culture. And I just feel like our generation is a product of that because of the simple fact of we come from generations that believe in putting your kids out at the age of 18. Like not even you putting your kids out without a strategy, a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not even like really showing them how to live on their own, You're not even showing them how to live on their own or even just take care of themselves, but you putting them out at the age of 18 and everything. You have to make it make sense. In the same token, sometimes when you put your kids out, they got to come back to the drawing board. They got to start all over. They got to sit up here and come back and live with you. And my thing is they come back and they live with you. Now you mad. But they come back to live with you and you basically take advantage of them. You basically taking advantage of them. So it's like that they gotta pay rent, they also gotta pay utilities, they gotta put food in the house, they gotta be out of your house within the next 6 months. Wasn't possible before, you tell me how is it possible now? You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like and then on top of that, they sit up here and they do all that just so they can go out and live their life and sit up here and just take advantage of you and your money. But you ain't got a lick of say so in the house. You know what I'm saying? They dictate your every move. They try to micromanage you. You know what I'm saying? Just for, you know what I'm saying? But you sitting up here, you doing all this. You paying rent, you paying bills, all this. Just for them to just be like, oh, well, this is still my house. And you're right, it is still your house. But it's just like, damn, where's the respect? Where is the acknowledgement that it's just that I'm contributing to the household? Like, it just don't be making sense. Like, and it's just like, my thing is, and sometimes, like, even before you move out, they start making you pay utilities and stuff like that. And that's cool and all, but it's just like, they'll sit up here and tell you, oh, we're teaching you responsibility. How are you teaching me responsibility by telling me to take on your responsibility? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like they contradict themselves in a lot of ways because of the simple fact of you telling me that you teaching me responsibility, right? You telling me you teaching me responsibility. But you're not though. Like you're not. You're just teaching me how to pay your bills. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're not actually schooling me on how to pay my bills. You're not actually schooling me on how to, have a low bill. You know what I'm saying? Like a not a triple digit bill, but like a double digit bill. You feel what I'm saying? Like you're not teaching me about the programs that they have. You're not teaching me about like if you get backed up on your bills and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're not teaching me how hard it is to get that shit down if you if you get backed up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, what responsibility are you actually teaching me besides to take on your responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? Because whether I'm here or not, the gas bill, the light bill, the electric bill, all that, you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, that's all the same shit. But either way, all the utility bills is your bills, whether I'm there or not. So I don't understand how that's teaching me responsibility when it's not a how to in the mix. How to haven't even entered the chat. This, you never sat down with your child and said, okay, well, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. That does not make any sense. But for you to get mad that, so for you to put your child out at 18 and for you to get mad that they got to come back to the drawing board, they got to sit up here and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You mad that they coming back to live with you, but you didn't teach them not one lick of responsibility that you said you was teaching them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what that be about anyway. Why are you releasing your babies to a cruel ass world before they're ready? You feel what I'm saying? Like, okay, I get that. You know what I'm saying? When you have your kids, you raise them to be their own adult and everything like that. Like, yeah, okay, that's cool and all, but are you actually teaching? Hood is the worst hood to be in. I'm just keeping it up. Like, adulthood is ghetto. It's ghetto. Worse than the ghetto. Like, so it's just like, my thing is, what are you teaching them? You feel what I'm saying? And it's like, even when they come back, you still not teaching them anything. You're still just trying to take advantage of them. Like, so it's just like, how you come, like, and that's just like, my thing is, if you gonna make somebody pay rent, utilities, put food in the house, for all that, they might as well live on their fucking own. Like, I just don't be understanding, like when you go back to live with your parents or family members or whatever, they really make it hard for you. They make it hard for you to live or whatever, but they make it even impossible for you to get the fuck out their house. And it's just like, dog, if I'm going to be doing all this, I might as well just live on my fucking own. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, my thing is this: if you can go back to your mom house, your parents' house, or a family member's house and be doing all that, paying rent, paying bills, and putting food in the house, you done sit through all that, and you done sit up here and done did all that. You realize, like, bro, I could do this shit on my own. You were just not in position or may not have the funds to do it on your own. You feel what I'm saying? That shit is weird to me. That shit is fucking weird. Because of the simple fact of, it's about like a good 3 to 5% of our families that really got our best interests at heart. You feel what I'm saying? Because I just feel like, okay, even if your child come back home to live with you or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, you tell them they gotta pay rent. Okay, cool. Like, for me, like, I respect the people that sit up here and actually they tell their child they gotta pay rent and stuff, and whole time you just putting that bread to the side. You feel what I'm saying? So when they do decide that they want to move, they already got their security deposit ready to go. They ain't gotta save up nothing. Only thing they gotta, like, probably stack their bread for is probably the stuff that they need for the house. You know what I mean? But like, if you know what I'm saying, like, but just putting your child out, not asking them do they have a plan, not, you know what I'm saying, not even just teaching them the ropes, just showing them the game. And it's like, my thing is, if you know that you've been through it and you know that you had some hardships in your life when it came to getting a crib and shit like that, why the fuck would you sit up here and release your child to the world before they're ready? Oh, you 18 now, I ain't gotta take care of you no more, you gotta get the fuck out of my house. Bro, that's such a fixed mentality. Like, and that's like a poor mentality at that, a poverty mentality. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's a poverty mentality. Like, what do you mean? Now, don't get me wrong. At least by 30, you know what I'm saying, your kids should be out your house and living on their own. You know what I'm saying? At some point in time, you do have to release the bird from the nest. But in the same token, you're not supposed to release them before they're ready. And I really feel like that's how a lot of people then got jammed up, then got in trouble, then ended up in jail. You feel what I'm saying? Because their parents gave up on them. Like, you gotta understand, like 18, you're legal in most states, I believe. But like, yes, you're legal, but you're not grown. You're not grown and you're not ready to do it on your own. And I'm like, and this just like for real, I feel like 18 and 19, really 19, this is becomes your hardest years of life, because it's just like you're exiting your teenage years and you're entering into your adult years. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that shit is hard. That shit is hard. It gets hard. It gets hard. So, to release your kids to the world without any type of communication, without any type of plan, without any type of strategy is wild. That is like some diabolical shit, because it's just like, why are you doing that? Like, why? And then it's just like, some parents don't even give a fuck. Some parents don't even give a fuck that they release their kids to the world and everything. And some people don't even give a fuck that they release their kids to the world and everything, and they don't care that they done went out, they released them without a plan. They don't give a fuck. But got the nerve to be mad when they gotta come back to live with them. I don't know, some shit just be baffling. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And if you realize, like, bro, the older people only do shit that makes sense to them. Like, it only makes sense to y'all. But you mad at me because I don't understand. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, with me, I've been through it before. I ain't never get put out at 18, but I did have to go back to my roots, you might as well say. So, tell me if this makes sense. I'm not only do, you know what I'm saying, you want me to pay bills, you want me to give you $160 every 2 weeks, not every month, but every 2 weeks. And I gotta put food in the house. So I'm confused. What exactly is the 160 going to? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like where this person fucked up is they came out their mouth and said that it's like, oh, is their spending money. So that's what made me realize, like, oh, this what y'all be doing with our money, for real. Like, don't get me wrong, you always supposed to contribute to a household and shit like that, but I'm never responsible for anybody's fucking spending money but my own. You feel what I'm saying? Your spending money is not my fucking responsibility. The fuck, that's just what it is. Your spending money is not my responsibility. It's not my responsibility to pay your dues on that. You got me fucked up. So it's just like, so like, one thing about me, I peep, or I know when somebody trying to get over on me. I know when somebody trying to get over on me, because you know what I'm saying, like, and a lot of people do feel like just because you live in their house, they gotta have a piece of every pie that you bring in their joint. And that shit is weird. Shit is very fucking weird. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I respect the parents that actually be looking out for their kids in the end, and actually trying to help their kids in the end. You feel what I'm saying? And actually have that open communication and respect with their kids. You know what I'm saying? On so they can understand why you doing what you doing. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes y'all just be moving and grooving and just trying to make an extra dollar, and that really just come from y'all being fucking money hungry, bro. I can't stand a money hungry ass motherfucker. Like, and that shit is annoying. Like, and I might do a whole nother topic on that, like, because of being associated with a money hungry person is disgusting. It's very disgusting. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't have no financial values at all, like, at all. And that's where shit start to collide. And that's where shit start making sense. Because y'all don't got no financial joint, like no financial values. Like, yeah, like, come on. Like, that's anything, bro. Come on. So I just feel like, and it's just like, I just feel like maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that may be where they came from or whatever, but it's just like, my nigga, like, I understand like that may be what you know, but that's not all you know. That's what you choose to know. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like people that's like that or whatever, people that's like that, they are considered to be, stuck in their ways, ain't shit gonna change. But you also have to realize this is why your life is the way that it is. This is why it's going the way that it's going. Is you're not prospering. You're not, what I'm saying, moving forward and pressing through. You're not doing none of that because of the simple fact of your core values is all fucked up. Because if you really believe that it's okay to put your child out at 18, some of us, and sometimes you don't get a job until you're 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get my first job until I graduated high school. I was 17 going on 18. You see what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So say if my mom would have decided to put me out of the house after I graduated, or even talked about putting me out the house after I graduated because I'm about to be 18 or whatever, I don't have no job. Where the fuck I'm gonna go? And then not to mention I told y'all, like, when I first got out of high school or whatever, Walmart was my first job and shit. I'm just now learning how to make my own money, how to handle this shit, the fuck you gonna put me out for? You feel what I'm saying? Like, thank God my mom didn't do that or whatever, but it's just like, what if she did? How the fuck, don't get it fucked up. One thing about me, I'm gonna always figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to always figure it out. That's one thing for sure. Two things for certain. But I'm just a kid. Like, I'm literally just a kid. Like, I'm just now touching my own bread. I'm just now knowing what it's like to even touch this much money at the time. Because that shit it wasn't really a lot. But, I'm just now learning, like, what it's like to have this type of bread. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got no kids, no none of that. Oh, yeah. Like, you feel like I'm like, yeah, like I'm about to have a little fun with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, imagine being put out and you don't know shit about life. You don't know how to take care of yourself. You don't know how to pay no bills. You don't know how to budget. You don't know how to, just go food shopping and make sure you are right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how to do that. Lucky for me, I kind of was doing that shit all my life. I just had to learn how to apply it to my life. You feel what I'm saying? But in the same token, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to come on here and say I need y'all to, you know what I'm saying, change y'all ways, because y'all not going to. But you know what I'm saying? I do hope and pray that one day that y'all open your eyes to the shit that y'all really be doing, and y'all really come to realization that the shit that y'all do is not okay. The shit that y'all do is not okay. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to understand, sometimes y'all release y'all babies to the streets. Y'all release y'all babies to people that ain't going to love your baby how you going to love your baby. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know how many people, and I really believe that's why so many young people out here today just acting crazy, because they don't have no guidance. They don't have nobody sitting up here teaching them what to do and what not to do. You feel what I'm saying? You got the streets raising these kids. The streets ain't got no love for nobody. And that's just, you know what I'm saying? That benefit. You feel what I'm saying? These streets ain't got love for nobody. So it's just like, yeah, like, you gotta understand, when you sit up here and you have that mentality of, oh, you 18 now, I don't gotta take care of you no more, you grown. I feel like you opening up a can of worms that you don't even know how to close. And that's real shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because you know how many people used to come to our school and tell us to, like, be all that you could be in life, and Because if not, you're going to end up in jail or in a grave, in a jail cell or in the grave. That's real life shit, though. That's real life shit. It's either jail or the grave. You feel what I'm saying? So when you releasing your kids to the world, no plan, no strategy on how they gonna get by, no none of that. You have then failed your child as a parent. Sorry. You failed your child as a parent because of the simple fact of you neglect to do the one thing that parenthood is mainly about, which is setting your child up to live their life individually, to go off and be all right. Like you're supposed to raise your child up to, like to the point they're ready to leave the nest. You feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to raise them to the point where they can stand on their own. So when they are ready to move out your house, you know that they can leave your house and you won't have a care in the world about them being okay or they gonna be all right, because you know that you did your job at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying? And some of y'all be knowing that y'all ain't even do y'all even step close to the plate of doing your fucking job for real, for real. That's why y'all be so irritated. I think that's why y'all be so mad. You feel what I'm saying? Especially when they gotta come back and live with you. They gotta come back and live with you now because of the simple fact of you did not do what you were supposed to do. You did not teach them on how to be on their own. You did not teach them basic life skills. You know what I'm saying? That might be another reason why gender roles is a topic. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't, you know what I'm saying? You're not teaching your kids how, like, basic life skills. You're not teaching your kids just how to take care of themselves, how to live on their own. How do you expect them to do it? Yes, they can figure it out. But you know what I'm saying? You know how much trial and error they're going to have to go through just to figure it out? Why not just teach them? Why not just them know the mistakes that you made and let them know what to do and what not to do so they don't have to go through what you went through? You feel what I'm saying? But y'all don't understand that shit though. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just think that, I don't know where like y'all get off thinking that in y'all mind that we just automatically is just supposed to know something. If I never been taught, how do you expect me to know? Like, if you never taught me what to do, how you expect me to succeed in this area? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, you like, so it's like sometimes in certain cases, sometimes you gotta make a mistake to just so you can learn and just so you can figure it out. You feel what I'm saying? Because you didn't have nobody there to teach you, you know what I'm saying, what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like our trial and error stage may be a little longer than we expect it to be or we want it to be, because of the simple fact of we out in the world without the tools to navigate through the world. You feel what I'm saying? Who was supposed to give us the tools? Our parents, our family member, whoever the fuck we grew up with. You feel what I'm saying? Like, those were the people that were supposed to give us the tools. So if you didn't give us the tools, how the fuck do you expect us to know? Like, and it's just like, I just never really fuck with that mentality going through life, because it's just like, if you never taught me, how do you expect me to be taught? You have to make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, if you really are those people that just really believe that, like once you turn 18, I ain't gotta take care of you no more. You getting the fuck out of my house. Like, y'all type of people are disgusting to me. Like, and I know somebody that's personally like that. And I gotta say, parenting is terrible. The parenting is fucking terrible. As a mom, she's fucking terrible. Like, and it's just like that shit. That type of shit irritates me, because it's just like, the fact that you can put your child out at the time in their lives where they really need you the most, where they really need that guidance, where they really need that teaching, that shit is diabolical. You feel what I'm saying? And you done failed your child as a parent. If you got that mentality towards your kids, if you really believe that your kid gotta go because they're now 18 and they now can take care of themselves, and you know you ain't teach them a lick of nothing, you're a fucked up individual. You're a fucked up individual. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where generation, you know what I'm saying? That's a cultural curse. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's something that the whole culture done witness and experienced us as black people. You feel what I'm saying? But that's where generational curses, generational curse breakers come in at. You feel what I'm saying? Because not everybody is a generational curse breaker, and everybody, you know what I'm saying, can't hold that title the way it needs to be held. You feel what I'm saying? Or deliver on that title the way it needs to be delivered. You feel what I'm saying? But at some point in time, at what point in time do the cycle stop? At some point in time, somebody has to be put in place for the whole cycle to stop and end. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, I really don't like that we are products of that. Like, I don't like that we came from that mentality. We came from that era. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, shout out to all my generational curse breakers. Because if you a generational curse breaker and you really hold that light, shout out to you, because you know that shit ain't easy. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like you wake up every day and you know what I'm saying, you try to stop that curse, because of the simple fact of, if it don't stop with you, you know it didn't start with you, but you know it gotta end with you. And if it don't stop with you, who's gonna end with? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like, as a whole, I just feel like we're fucked up. As a whole, I just feel like we're fucked up, because that's where we came from. You know what I'm saying? And you know, some people want to change that. Some people want to get out of that. And some people, they want to be stagnant within it. You know what I'm saying? Even now, I ain't gonna say my generation, because like my generation actually kind of been progressing with this whole, you know, like curse shit. They kind of been just changing shit around, because like we're not about to put up with that shit, bro. We watched y'all put up with this type of shit for years and years and years. Our generation not gonna put up with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but we are products of that. But also too, I mean, I haven't really came across anybody that you know, have that mentality of putting the kids out when they turn 18 and anything like of my generation or whatever. But I feel like you still don't never know. You still don't never know, because of the simple fact of, a lot of people grow up different, right? A lot of people grow up different. Sometimes they grow up watching their mom or their dad do certain things, right? And they feel as though that's their way of life. You feel what I'm saying? So like, even though I haven't seen it or I haven't came across it, doesn't mean that it may not be somebody out here of my generation that has that mentality. And it's just like, I really hope and pray that it's not, because I just feel like our generation, we came way too far from that shit to be putting our kids through that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you don't ever know. It's 8 billion people in the world. You don't never know. So you know what I'm saying? But I just hope that you're not putting your kids out before it's time. I just hope that y'all have open communication. I just hope that y'all have open communication and everything like that, to, you know what I'm saying, to help your kids keep progressing and moving forward in life, you know. But that's all the time that we have for today's episode. Be sure to like be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share to my YouTube channel. And I'll catch y'all back here on the next episode. Toodles.